Today I'm flying Virgin Atlantic upper class. That's the airline's business class product from London to New York. Come along for the ride as we discover what the experience is like. I'll share my thoughts at the end of the video. Virgin flights depart from Heathrow Terminal 3, where there was a dedicated check-in area for upper class passengers. The baggage allowance was 2 checked bags weighing up to 32 kilos each, 2 cabin bags weighing no more than 16 kilos in total, and a handbag or personal item such as a laptop case. Next to check-in, a lift took you to the private upper class wing. This flight was a points redemption. The return trip in upper class cost 115,000 points plus just under £1,000 in fees. Quite a hefty sum on top of the points. In the upper class wing there was a private security channel with new scanners, so no need to remove laptops from bags, although liquids did still need to be removed for now. After security it was a walk through duty free and the main departure lounge to get to the Virgin Atlantic clubhouse. The clubhouse was open to Virgin upper class and Delta One passengers, together with Virgin Flying Club Gold card holders. Paid entry is sometimes available for people flying Virgin Premium Economy. At the entrance there was a display of Virgin cabin crew uniforms through the years. The clubhouse was spacious and not too busy during my visit. There was a QR code on the table to scan an order from the menu, but the staff were equally happy to take orders for you. Afternoon tea or a range of large and small plates were available to order. I opted for a glass of Laurent Perrier champagne, a clubhouse picnic and some chips. The picnic comprised a pork pie, scotch egg, some cheese, chutney, fruit and bread. It was a great grazing snack ahead of a late afternoon flight. It wouldn't be a trip to the clubhouse without a visit to the rooftop viewing area. This provided great views out across the terminal apron and gates. I could see my aircraft being prepared at the gate. On the way back downstairs, there was a lovely and empty balcony seating area. It was soon time to leave the tranquility of the clubhouse and head to the gate. But first, another look at those crew uniforms from across the airline's 40 years. The aircraft was parked at gate 20 on the remote pier, which was about a 10-minute walk from the clubhouse. At the gate there was a priority lane for upper class passengers. The flight was on an Airbus A350-1000 aircraft, registration Golf Victor Lima Uniform X-Ray. Called Red Velvet, it was one of the airline's first A350s and was 5 years old. Boarding had already started when I arrived at the gate, so it was straight onto the plane. Everyone boarded the plane through door 2L. Let me know what you think of the review. Leave a like, subscribe for future reviews and comment away. Upper class was in the front cabin of the aircraft. There were 44 suites in a 1-2-1 configuration, all with direct aisle access. I was in seat 11A. The seat had a width of 20 inches and could recline to form a fully flat bed measuring 82 inches in length. Beside the seat was a counter and 2 small storage shelves. Ahead of the seat was a footstool, which formed the end of the bed. At the back of the counter was a USB port. Beside the seat was a second USB port and a universal power socket. On the edge of the counter were controls for the seat and lighting, and next to the shelves was a reading light. Soon, pre-departure champagne was offered. Juice and water were also available. The entertainment screen folded out in front of the seat. It was an 11.5-inch high-definition touchscreen. Overhead were individual reading lights and air vents. An amenity kit was provided in a recycled card bag. The kit included socks and an eye mask, Ren creams and lip balm, a bamboo toothbrush and toothpaste, earplugs and a pen. There was plenty of overhead storage space with lockers above every seat. We pushed back from the gate a few minutes behind schedule as the safety video was played.
Hello there. We're delighted to welcome you on board Virgin Atlantic. Thank you for flying with us today. You're no doubt keen to lose yourself in our dazzling world of entertainment, but first we're going to show you a safety film, and we'd like you to give it your full attention.
After we pushed back from the gate, we taxied across the airfield to take off from runway 27 left. A great feature of the aircraft was the nose and tail cameras on which you could watch the taxi. The scheduled flight time to New York was 7 hours 45 minutes, but our planned flight time was quicker at just 7 hours, meaning an early arrival into JFK despite leaving slightly behind schedule. Comfortable noise-cancelling headphones were provided for the entertainment system. The system had a good range of movies and TV shows. There were 205 movies available, together with 164 TV shows made up of 558 individual episodes. Shortly after takeoff, a hot towel was provided. Then drinks orders were taken. A range of beers, spirits and cocktails were available, as well as wine and champagne. My gin and tonic was served alongside a bowl of Virgin Bloody Mary flavoured crisps. Wi-Fi was available for a fee. At £21 or $27 for the entire flight, it was pretty pricey. And the download speed wasn't great. An armrest lifted up beside the seat. The tray table folded down in front of the seat. It was large and very sturdy. A can of water was in the storage compartment behind the table. Next, orders were taken for the meal service. There was a choice each of starter, main course, dessert and cheese. Additional main courses could be pre-ordered online ahead of the flight. A table mat was laid alongside a napkin wrapped around cutlery and a bread plate. A choice of warm bread was offered. For starter, I chose the green pea soup, which came with or without vegan bacon. For main course, I pre-ordered the wild boar and apple sausages, which were served with mashed potato and green beans. Another option was the truffle butter breaded chicken with potatoes, wilted greens and carrots. For dessert, I chose the peach tartartan, which came with fresh cream. I finished the meal with a cheese plate and a glass of port. There was a good selection of wines available on the flight. Overall, the meal was okay. Whilst the choice of food was different, it didn't really feel that premium. There were 3 toilets for upper class passengers, 2 at the front of the cabin and a third at the rear. Ren hand wash and lotion were provided. There was a changing mat and a changing stall. Back in the cabin, the seat reclined to form a bed. A mattress topper, pillow and blanket were provided. As a bed, it was pretty comfortable, although the narrow footwell did feel constraining. A door pulled partway forward to provide some privacy. At the back of the cabin was the loft, a social space for upper-class passengers to mix. The space wasn't really used on my flight. Fruit and snacks were available. About 90 minutes prior to landing, more food was provided. I opted to have the vegetable dumplings with sesame slaw. These were very good. Soon we were preparing for landing. There were great views over Long Island, out of the window and on the screen. We came in to land on runway 22 left and taxied towards Terminal 4, although that taxi didn't go as planned. Overall, the flight was good. The service at Heathrow was first rate, particularly in the Virgin Clubhouse, which was a great space away from the hustle and bustle of the main terminal. The service on board was also very good. The seat had plenty of space around it and converted into a good bed, although it's a shame there wasn't a fully closing door to provide more privacy in the suite. The entertainment screen was large with a very good selection of content. The external cameras also provided a different perspective of the trip. The food and drinks were tasty with good sized portions. However, the available selection didn't feel as premium as perhaps it could. Once we landed, we taxied across the airfield in the wrong direction before the pilot announced there was a plane sitting at our gate and we were waiting for an alternate. We taxied around and waited for over 50 minutes before parking at a remote stand. It was then a short but packed bus ride to the terminal. Let me know what you think of the review and the Virgin Atlantic upper class service. Comment, like and share. And please do subscribe to Doors to Auto for future reviews.